Welcome back to Clean with Kate. And you know, it's really nice to be back. I've got that real September enthusiasm of jumping back into all my routines. Anyway, I'm starting today with a really simple to-do list. It's Saturday. So Saturday, if you follow the FlyLady cleaning system, is Family Fun Day. I think it's the 6th, correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm not going to do too much housework today, but I do need to deal with laundry because I put some laundry in the washing machines yesterday and I need to deal with it. So I'm going to do 10 minutes on laundry. Then I'm going to do a pick up and put away. So a pooper. That's probably a 10-minute job. Just need a few things I need to get done. I want to tumble my jeans. I must remember to do that as part of the laundry. I've got my jeans out. I haven't worn my jeans in ages, but I've got them out, washed them. They're on the line, but they need to come in and go in the tumble dryer just to sort of soften them up a bit. And what's the other thing I need to do? Oh my goodness, I know there was something, but I can't remember. So I'll have to add to it. But I'm loving these really simple little to-do lists at the moment. And I'm going to put some self-care things on here. So I'm going to read my book for 15 minutes. We've got a really good weather forecast, excuse me, for the weekend. So I'm going to spend 15 minutes and I'm going to sunbathe. I'm going to get my vitamin D. So on a weekend, I tend to try and do this every day, but I try and get some self-care in there. What else am I going to do? I might have either a hot bath or we've got a hot tub, so I might go in the hot tub. So I'll put hot bath or hot tub. Since it's a beautiful morning, I think it'd be nice to start the day with a hot tub. So that would be a real treat. Anyway, there's a few self-care things on there. Make sure you always put some self-care things on your to-do list. It's very easy to just put all the chores on and forget about self-care. But if you follow the FlyLady system, self-care is a really important part of the FlyLady system. Anyway, let's chat, let's get going. I'm going to start with the laundry. Unfortunately, I haven't got a timer on my wrist today because my Apple Watch seems to have died, which is a little unfortunate. So let's get the ordinary timer out. Let's give ourselves 10 minutes. So if you've got a timer, if you're joining me, set your timer and let's just get going. So I did some ironing last night. I haven't made an ironing video in ages, have I? I need to make some ironing videos, but I'm so on top of my ironing at the moment. There's hardly ever any to do. Look at this is all I did last night. So let's start by putting the ironing into the baskets ready to go away. I just ironed my clothes this week. I was being a little bit selfish, didn't iron Mike's clothes, but I don't think he cares. So I ironed his shorts because they definitely needed to go. Anyway, I've woken up full of energy today, which is a really nice feeling. I didn't sleep particularly well. I think I had coffee too late yesterday. I need to really watch my coffee and my sleep hygiene. I think I was on my laptop a little bit late last night as well. So I need to watch that because it does disturb my sleep. So over the weekend, I'm going to make a really big effort not to drink more than 2 coffees a day and no coffee after midday is my new rule. But I think we were busy yesterday, we were at the cottage, we had a full-on day working on the cottage. I think I let that rule slip yesterday. I did caffeinate in the afternoon and I paid the consequences at night. Right, that is a load of laundry ready to go to the bedroom to be put away. So you might think, why are you doing it's not even a full load. It's not a full basket, but you know what? It's nice to keep on top of it so it doesn't become overwhelming. That is the secret really of the FlyLady system and of how I manage my house is I tend to chunk it. I tend to put things into small chunks so they don't become overwhelming. Right, let's pop some lights on in here. Do you know, the last couple of days I have leapt out of bed in the morning, made my bed straight away, whereas I had been finding I wasn't making my bed straight away. For me, I was leaving it till I went back upstairs, and for me that's always a sign that my energy levels were a bit low. Let's just pop this in here. Will it fit? My new stacked bag system. I don't think, it's ending up scrumpled up, but it's okay. Right. Okay, I've still got these 2 bags of donate items. I can put my mats back down actually. I mopped the floor yesterday, but I forgot to put the mats down. So let's pop a few mats down. I'm getting distracted, but this does still count as laundry. It does. This is dealing with clean laundry. And I've got laundry that's come out of the washing machine. It came out this morning. So I have actually already done a few jobs. I unloaded the washing machine. Oh, I think I might need to. I haven't fed the fish yet. I might need to stop recording while I switch my lights on because they're on voice control. And yippee, Mike has managed to fix the voice control on the lamps. So we're back to having lamps working. Let's see if they work. Hang on, as if by magic. Magic, the lamps are on. I love it when it does that. Oh my goodness, these mats. I washed a lot of mats yesterday. So I washed the remaining entrance mats from our house that were waiting. I hadn't actually done them. If you watched yesterday's video, you know I was debating whether I'd wash them or not. And I also washed a couple of the entrance mats from the cottage that needed washing. So I always find with those, it's best to get them in the wash quite quickly, straight away in fact. So when I get home from doing the cottage turnaround with the cleaners, then I get the laundry straight on. So I washed 2 mats from the cottage, and one of them I think I'm going to stick in front of the Argo because it's a big mat. You can see the dogs are back to their normal default setting of lying around. We seem to have got through that bit with Molly. She seems to be pretty much back to normal now. The whinging stopped, and I ended up taking the toys off her because she was guarding them. I think she was convinced they were her puppies. So phantom pregnancies are not fun for the dog or the owner. But she seems to have come through it and be back to pretty much normal. When I Googled it, they said make sure you give her plenty of exercise. So we have done that. She always gets plenty of exercise because we live in the countryside. But we made extra effort to do lots with her, keep her busy, and do lots of training with her, which she enjoys. I need to put this tray in soak, but I'm just going to put it there for now. I'm halfway through washing my little compost caddy from the barn because it was a bit smelly. Oh, thank you for all the wonderful tips on my Hetty, my smelly Hetty. So I'm going to wash Hetty's filter. In fact, I might do that this morning. That's the other thing I wanted to do. That is the other thing I need to add to my to-do list, to wash Hetty's filter. Thank you for the reminder. I haven't done that in ages, and that might be why she's not smelling good. Bear with me. I'm just going to have a little bit of my coffee, and I'm going to add that to my list. That's a nice, easy task, isn't it? And I can check the bag. Because, if I don't write it down, I won't do it. Things come into my mind and then they disappear again so quickly if I don't write them down. Anyway, I'm just going to pause and have some coffee. Okay, let's keep going with the laundry. So I happen to know that I have not unloaded my tumble dryer from last night. In fact, that could have gone in the other basket, couldn't it? Oh, golly. Silly me, I forgot. I've got a post-it up that says unload washing machine, but I probably need a post-it that says unload tumble dryer because it's another thing I forget to do. Do you have this problem, or are you really good at remembering to do these tasks? I have to remind myself. I have to write it on my to-do list, or I have to do a post-it. I was chatting to somebody recently about it, and she said she has an app on her phone that tells her when her washing machine is finished. And I said, oh, what a brilliant idea. I wonder if mine can do that. And I suspect it can. It's quite a modern washing machine. And I said, how many times does it remind you? She said, oh, just the once. And I said, well, that wouldn't work for me. I'd have to have it remind me constantly until I'd actually done it. I said, otherwise I'd just forget. I suppose if it reminded me, I could write it on my list, but I don't think it would work for me. The post-it works for me. If I leave a post-it, I could do with a little fridge magnet or something that I could put out when the washing machine needs unloading. That would probably work quite well. Or the tumble dryer. Sometimes I've left things in my tumble dryer for a week and just forgotten that they're there because I don't use the tumble dryer that often. Oh, thank you for the tip about tumbling the microfiber cloths. I can't remember who gave me that wonderful tip, but it's great. So thank you very much. Right, I'm going to clean my filter because I want to put something in. I cleaned it yesterday before I tumbled the towels because it was really full. I don't know, I think Mike had tumbled some things and he doesn't always remember to clean the filter, so it was pretty blocked up. But you'd be amazed how quickly this filter blocks. So I tend to clean it every time I use the tumble dryer. I like this tumble dryer. I chose this tumble dryer because I liked the fact that it had 2 filters and they were really easy to clean. Because I am quite obsessed with cleaning my filters on these, but unfortunately not on poor Hetty. I don't know why. Right, I probably need to clean the filter on my Dysons as well, because I think they've got the same problem. I think it might be a filter cleaning day. Right, let's get the towels out the way and then we'll go and deal with the air washing on the outside line. I wonder how much time I've got left on the timer. I haven't actually looked. Oh, and then I need to deal with my hotspot of journals and workbooks. Okay. Right, let's get those jeans off the line. That's what I was going to tumble. So I hung my washing out slightly bizarrely last night, but I thought it saves me a job this morning. So it's been out overnight. I think I hung it out at about 5 o'clock, so it did get a little bit dry, and it's not too bad. But now I've got an empty tumble dryer. I'm just going to tumble the jeans. It's only 2 pairs. I might tumble this hoodie as well, if it'll let me. Because it always feels really rough, so it'd be nice to soften it up. I'll have a think about that one. It's not my hoodie. I'm just going to tumble my jeans. I'm not going to tumble them for very long. Hopefully I'll remember to get them out. Not leave them in there all day. I wonder if there's a special setting on the tumble dryer for jeans. There is. Oh, these modern tumble dryers are so clever, aren't they? Oh, this one's got a buzzer on. It does buzz at me. This is quite good. It does buzz at me multiple times, but I still forget it. Right, let's take these back to the other room. I love that sound of the tumble dryer going. I don't know why I love it, but I do. I might leave the door open so I remember it's going. Right, is there anything else that could go in the tumble dryer on that washing line? No, I don't think there is. I don't want to tumble my t-shirts because I don't want them to shrink. Right, oh golly, the timer's going. Yay, first 10 minutes done. Woohoo, good. Okay, let's switch the lights off in here. What was next on the list? Pick up and put away. There's certainly a lot of that to do. Right, I'm going to set my timer. Let's start with this laundry, I think. Oh, I need to collect all my pens up and my journals and put them in one place. I've got a dirty cup to go through. So this is just going to be just a bit general tidy up. I won't be able to go, I don't think I'll be going upstairs yet because my other half is still in bed. And I'll probably feed the fish. Oh, he's up. Hang on, I'll just take a pause. Well, Mike's just making himself a coffee. The puppies are pleased to see him. I was totally surprised. I wasn't expecting him to get up this early because it's Saturday. I thought he'd be in bed for ages. But he is up. So I think we're probably going to take a break there. I'm probably not going to get the rest of this list done this morning because I think we're maybe going to have a hot tub this morning. Coffee in the hot tub. It's a nice treat for a weekend. So I'll just pop these baskets here so they are ready to go upstairs and I can put the laundry away later this morning. Golly, I need to put some lights on. It's quite dark in the morning at the moment. I think another thing I need to add to my to-do list for today is to do some work in the conservatory. Oh my goodness, are all the watering cans empty? Yes, they are. So we need to fill the watering cans and I need to come in here. Oh, looks like the roof's leaking. I think that was there for a reason. I need to come in here and do a little bit of deadheading and general tidying up. But considering it's September, it's not looking bad in here. Just needs a bit of a tidy up. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Bye for now.